Hello, everyone. Hopefully the volume's okay. I wanted to give my thoughts on the Halo CE. Just gonna loop this for now. I'll probably swap tabs, but on the Halo CE remake. Yeah, I'm a little like. Here, I'll turn it down a little bit. My initial impression was like, oh, this is cool. Look how nice CE looks. But honestly, it wore off in like 5 minutes. Like, this isn't a game like, I don't know, let's say Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, right? That could really benefit from like a modernization that it didn't get, let's be honest. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl suck immensely. But yeah, like, if you play Halo 1 on the Master Chief Collection, you don't have to play it with the horrible anniversary graphics. And you can rebind like most of the controls, so there's very accessible. The Master Chief Collection usually goes on sale. The game is still very fun, very fluid. So there's not really an issue with playing like Halo 1, right? Like, I don't think anyone's issue is that necessarily. Like, you get a remake from for Final Fantasy IX, and you're excited because when was the last time you played Final Fantasy IX, right? It was the PS1, and that game isn't really that accessible, and it could use a modernization of like some of its gameplay systems and probably some of its like backgrounds and models as well. I don't think Halo has that problem. I'm not really sure what this game is supposed to be doing. I feel like it was largely made for no reason, right? Like, oh, the graphics are like kinda good. It's like, no, they're not. They're Unreal 5 graphics. Unreal 5 is ass, and everyone's been saying it for years now. Not to mention, just looking at this, like, I'm sure you saw it before this, but look at this, man. Like, this is just sad. This is in a cutscene, by the way, so it probably means the cutscene is at least rendered in engine and it's real time, which is nice. I like real time cutscenes. Look at this texture pop in. It's so bad. Hold on, look. See that? See that? It's all over all the time. There's texture popping everywhere. Like, the jets are going through the back of the Pelican and shining too much. Like, look, there's more poppin', a ton of poppin'. Look at this. Why? Anyway, we're gonna go back here. So it's not like the game looks fantastic, right? They have time to fix it, but it's not like this is the prettiest game I've ever seen, right? Like, nowadays, I hate how Halo 4 and 5 look, art style-wise. But when you got an Xbox 360, okay, and you played Halo 4 for the first time, you were like, holy crap. This is the best looking game I've ever seen on an Xbox 360, and I think that holds true even today, even if the art style sucks. Yeah, I don't know. I think the original CE looks fine, right? It's not like Bubsy 3D, which is actually just like affront to God with how it looks, right? Like, it's upscaled to full resolution for new hardware, right? It's not like you have to play it in low res at 30 frames per second on an emulator. Like, Halo CE works today. And also, like, here's another issue I have, right? You can see it, like, right here. I'm not the first person to complain about this, but I feel like 343 just fundamentally doesn't understand the Forerunners, and they're just doing their best to copy the idea of it. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull up something else. Hold on. Okay, this is Vesuvius right here, alright? This is where I'm getting this gameplay clip from. I know, it's very sloppy, but I'm not exactly a good editor. So if you are, hit me up. I might have a job for you. No, seriously though, like, look at... Let me rewind. Not like the beach and stuff. I mean, this still looks, like, fine, right? And I don't think this is even the MCC version. Yeah, I think this is just the PC original version of this game. But, alright. Go a little faster. Oh, and now I'm here already. Alright. Good. Is there a cut, or did I just get impatient for no reason? Alright, well, whatever. Here's the Forerunner architecture, right? Like, it is somewhat, like, metallic and shiny, right? But it feels like super old. It feels like someone hasn't been here in a long time. Is this just like really low? I'm trying to turn this up a little bit. It must just be the recording. Yeah, like, you can tell it is like shiny, but it kind of looks like an old concrete with like rust seepage, you know? And it just, I don't know. It has that old abandoned like look. And hold on, right at the very, very, very beginning. Like the shape language is different too, right? Like there's more curved things. It looks worn out at the bottom where the waves might have been hitting it. It like looks like it's bleached from sun rays. Like it looks old, okay? It looks stinky. This doesn't. Like, sure, there's like maybe some dirt stains sorta padded on in like Substance Painter after the fact, but hardly. I actually don't mind the inclusion of sprint, by the way. I think it's fine if they want to add sprint in Clamber. I am an anti-sprint person in general in Halo, but I understand a lot of shooters just need modern controls to appeal to a larger audience. And if you want people to actually buy your game, having things like splint and clamber and sliding and things makes people want to buy the game. It sucks, but it's the reality.
Interesting. I underestimated the Covenant's understanding of Halo's subsystems.
Wow.
We need to find the secure.
I'm glad Blood is back, by the way. That not being in Infinite was horrible. I think one of my biggest issues that I'm having so far with this announcement is that also love the Warthog model, by the way. But it's just the fact that when they announce like a full CE remake, like, I don't know, those of you who are a part of the Halo community, okay? You've seen dig site stuff, yeah? Like, they go through old Bungie files and cut content and ancient things that weren't in the game. I think this would have been the perfect opportunity to add those dig site things to this. New enemy types, cut weapons, cut campaign missions. For me, I was pretty excited about this until they said, oh yeah, there's gonna be 3 new missions that's a prequel to... There is some hope. There is some hope. But there is 3 new missions that are a prequel to CE, and that's more or less what they're adding. I don't really like that. I wish they had added some of the cut campaign missions that happen like in the middle of the campaign. I wish they added the cut enemy types, cut vehicles, like cut animals. Like if they added more wildlife and stuff, that'd be awesome. They added like, I don't know, things like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Look, if you know what I mean by dig site, then you know what I mean by dig site. And if you don't, then you don't. Also, like, I'm sure this guy's like playing on normal, but these hunters are like comically bad. I know about the fact that the warthog can now go here, even though there was a rock blocking the way, etc., etc. But I am glad that they re-recorded voice lines and they're the same voice actors. I'm glad that they are using old Halo music. These things were necessary, in my opinion. But I really wish they would have pushed more of that old Halo 1 stuff that couldn't make it into Halo 1. I feel like it's such a waste of a remake otherwise. Like, the first thing that I thought of, this is kind of a bad place to pause, when they announced the rebranding to Halo Studios, and I was like, oh, they're gonna be a CE remake probably because they're showing all of these CE assets. First thing I thought was, I hope they're adding Arbiter to Combat Evolved, because canonically he's around, right? He was on the Covenant ship that was chasing the Pillar of Autumn to Halo, and he got punished for letting us blow up a piece of the ring in Combat Evolved. The Arbiter story starts in this game, so it would have been a great opportunity to add him to it. Granted, because he was chasing the Pillar of Autumn before the story, there's a chance we see Arbiter. And there's also a chance they add him to, like, a cutscene or 2 in the game. Also, something that I think is really disappointing with them being faithful to Combat Evolved, other than the fact that Combat Evolved still exists and is still good and you can still play it, it's that, like the library, for example, kind of sucks. Like, I like playing it a little bit if I'm not playing on Legendary. But not only just the library, right? There's a few late game missions in this game that are pretty repetitive. You're just going through the same hallways, back and forth, back and forth. Like, I think the Silent Cartographer was a really good mission for them to show in this demo, because it's one of the few missions in Halo 1, aside from Halo itself, that aren't you going through the same looking corridors for an hour. There's a lot of CE missions that just suck. I mean, I like CE, but it's true nonetheless. Like, I don't know if it's the last 2, but I think it might be like the 2 before the last 2. They're just the same level, but you go backwards. And there's like a Banshee. I like it. It's good. It's decent, but it's not like modern, right? If you're gonna do a remake of the game, you should make them different. There's no point in this not being different. I will say I'm happy that the art style is Halo Infinite's and not Halo 5's, okay? But I don't know. I'm a little disappointed. Not to mention, there's another thing, like, well, they'll show it soon. Also, this guy's rad. He doesn't look like a CE elite. He looks like a Reach elite, but I'm okay with that because I love Halo Reach. I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, Reach is the worst than Halo 3. I think it's just as good as Halo 3 in many ways.
That should open the door that leads into the shaft.
Literally, 90% of my playtime in multiplayer, though, is friendlies, so that's probably why I think that. And I am not a dirty armor lock spammer, because playing cringe meta bullshit isn't fun when you're playing with your friends. Sorry about my good opinions. But anyway. Yeah, I think Reach is great. Side tangent. I think they're gonna show what I'm talking about, yeah, in like a minute here, so I'll just let it play. But,
Chief, Bravo
I don't mind the Needler model, by the way. Some people were talking about change for change's sake. I don't really care. I think it looks fine. Would I prefer it keep the, like, original, like, Halo 2 design? Yeah, but whatever. It's, you know. Oh well. I do hope they do more with the cutscenes, though, like what they did with Halo 2 Anniversary. Even though I have my gripes with Halo 2 Anniversary, the cutscenes are not the gripes. I love them, and I think they're awesome. So I hope they do more stuff like that in this. Okay. I mean, they're not going to show it flat out. But the water here. One of the great things about Halo, and this isn't just the campaign, this is also the multiplayer maps. One of the best things about the game, very underrated thing as well, because I think a lot of game devs these days just don't put any stock into it. You could just go out there. You could just drive the Warthog in this direction until you drove off like a cliff and exploded. And basically every multiplayer level is like the same. You could just go until a pop-up comes up that's like, the Guardians are watching. Get back in bounds, or they'll explode you instantly and, you know, you'll respawn in bounds. But it's like a soft wall, right? Invisible walls suck. They're not fun, they're not cool. Half of people's, like, fun Halo campaign memories is driving a ghost through, like, a doorway that they shouldn't have because they punched the wings off. And then they're using it in a section that didn't intend for you to have a vehicle. People love that. And I feel like if Halo Studios, or like the corpse of 343, puts in a lot of invisible barriers even after launch, they're just going to completely lose the spirit of the game. And I don't know why you'd play this over any other shooter. Or, hell, just the original. Because the original's still good and easy to get and easy to play. So I don't know, man. Man, do I have any other gripes? I don't know. I guess not. Because I haven't seen enough, alright? I think for the most part, it's alright. I'll probably buy it. Unless it comes out and people are like, oh, they changed like a very crucial detail that ruins the entire plot or something. I don't know, man. Or like this game comes out and is $80, I guess, then I won't buy it. Because that's the new norm, I guess, and that's really cringe, and I hate it. I wish they did more, that's all I can say. And in some cases, I wish they did less, I guess. Like, why does the assault rifle not have 60 rounds? I don't... Like, why? Why make it worse? It's not like the Combat Evolved campaign-only assault rifle is ruining the game. Like, I have a CE playthrough on this channel. Go watch it. I get my ass beat. Aggressively. And I'll tell you what, this thing isn't the thing that carries you through this game. It's the plasma pistol that does. I don't know, man. Yeah. I don't know. Like the old music. I, for the most part, like the art style, but I do think that the Forerunner stuff is kind of a miss. Best case scenario, it's about as good as the original one, but the graphics are better, so Zoomers will play it. Because for some reason... Well, actually, I'm kind of a Zoomer. What's the younger gen called now? Alpha? Whatever. The kids, they'll play Halo and they'll be like, oh, you know, this is alright. At least it has okay graphics. Like, I don't know what it is, but a lot of little kids will see older graphics and just be like, nah, I'm not playing that. It is what it is, I guess. Look, we can even look at this. Wow. Who's this short by? T-Solid? I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I'll do this relatively quickly, but... Hold on. The only thing I need to see is, like, this first frame here. Yeah, you can kind of see... Hell, even the, like, kind of bad Anniversary Edition gets, like, the geometry on this thing right. Like, why did they completely change this in Campaign Evolved? I have no idea. Like, it's literally just changed for change's sake. And by that, I mean it's them using a Halo Infinite asset because they built the game from the ground up and they didn't want to make new assets. Also, look, 60, 60, 32. Aw, so sad. So I kind of wish the sound effect on this was a bit punchier. We all know the Halo 1 Magnum is like a strong weapon. Yeah, well, look, it's Chief. Kick. Just look at that, like, vibe, too. It's definitely better in the top one than the middle one, but, like, look at how dark and lonely and, like, old it looks in the original. I don't know what the hell this is, but they do an okay job at that in the new one. It's just, I don't know. Whatever, I'm done complaining. Thanks for seeing me on this video. I don't know what I'm saying. Peace out. Talk to y'all later.